Hey guys, saw a lot of neat videos from you guys tossing things in the air. One of you even took me serious when I said pick a small pet. That was a little bit disturbing. Now, I know not all of you could do as well as I did if you watched the video, but that's okay. Keep trying. I mean, maybe you'll get as good as me someday. But I did just kind of want to walk through kind of the point of that. It really doesn't. I mean, nothing you're gonna be quizzed on or anything. But I just thought it would be interesting to look at looking at solving for a different variable. And in this case, what we're trying to solve for is v. How fast is that ball or that croc or the puppy? Um, how fast is that thing moving when it leaves your hand? All right. So some of you shot some videos, got some data. I'm just gonna pull some of that data, kind of make this up a little bit. So you timed that thing, and when it hit the ground, you stopped the stopwatch. And so if we look here, H was 0, all right, because you stopped the stopwatch when it hit the ground, all right. And then you took that time off of the stopwatch. I'm going to go. I'm going to go with 3 seconds. Again, some of yours were a little bit smaller than that. Some were just a little bit more than that. Depends on how fast you threw it, how high in the air this thing went. But I'm going to say the stopwatch stopped at 3 seconds. Now, what a couple of you missed is I'm going to fill that 3 in not only there but there. All right, I'm going to fill the time in 2 different places. All right. So notice that I filled 3 in for T in both of those. And here I know V is the one that we're not going to know. That's going to be our unknown. So V times 3, I can just write as 3V. And then your S, the initial position would be, it would change depending, some of you took it with 2 hands and threw it up like this. Some of you, depending what you're throwing, took it and threw it like this. I'm going to, let's just, how high was that thing when you let it go? And I'm going to say it was at about 6 feet. Okay. So if you were, throwing it up here and your arm was extended, this thing was 6 feet off the ground when you let it go. But if you take a look, again, it looks pretty complicated, but really this is just a one variable equation. The only variable we don't know is v, and we should be able to solve for that. So I want to simplify this thing a little bit. First of all, if you want to pause the video and try to solve this equation, that'd be outstanding. I'll let you do that now. Okay, probably most of you didn't pause it, but hopefully some of you did, and you tried to solve it. Let's see, if I do it the same way. So I want to simplify, especially this right-hand side. So I want to do exponents first. Make sure, remember, we do exponents before we do any multiplying. So the first thing I'm going to do is that 3 squared. Okay, so 3 squared, 3 times 3, or 3 used as a factor 2 times is 9. I'm going to continue to simplify that left-hand side. So negative 16 times 9. Let's see, I know it's going to be a negative. I was going to grab the calculator, but let's do some mental math. 10 times 9, if this was 10 times 9, it'd be 90. And then I've got another 6 times 9. I've got 54. So 90 plus 54. I think that's going to be 144. And again, it's going to be negative because it's a negative times a positive. Okay. So I can continue to simplify that right-hand side. I've got some like terms. These two are like terms because they don't have any variables. So negative 144 plus 6, I think, is negative 138. Or I'm going to write that as minus 138. You smell that? Oh, we've got it to a 2-step equation. All right, so now I'm ready to go. I could have drawn my honkin' tonkin' line this whole way here. Really not doing the opposite and doing it to both sides. I was just simplifying the right-hand side until now. Now I'm going to do the opposite. I start with addition and subtraction. Okay, so I get 138 equals 3v. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And again, I could grab the calculator, but let's work out here um, a little bit mentally here. So 138. I'm going to go ahead and do it over here. 138 divided by 3. 3 goes into 13 4 times. That's 12. And then I subtract and I get 18, and then 3 goes into 18, and that actually comes out even. All right, so I get V equals 46. All right, so question is, what does that mean? 46 what? Well, this was a velocity, and everything is in feet and seconds. So that means in this particular case, this thing, whatever it is that I was throwing, if it took it 3 seconds to land from a height of 6 feet, this thing was moving at about 46 feet per second the instant it left my hand. All right, after that, gravity starts to slow it down. But the instant it left my hand, it was going at 46 feet per second. Okay, I'm going to shoot another video here in just a little bit, kind of explaining what I want you to do for tonight's homework. But this just kind of wanted to work this through. Again, saw a lot of good videos from you guys, and some of you, did a lot of good work and nailed this. But just wanted to go over this with the rest of you. All right, take care, guys.